Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is SprinkleBeard. We stream every single day over at twitch.tv/SprinkleBeard from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pardon me. So I recently made a video and it was called Clan and Clan Importance and Clan Boss. But recently there was an update to the game, so I just deleted that video because it was very, very recent and we are going to re-talk about it. So, first things first, for the clans, right? I would say one of the most important things is when you're looking for a clan, right now everybody's going to be leveling up their clans, and it's not going to be super critical what the clan level is. Understand the higher the clan, the more rewards, or maybe the more things to do in that clan. So if you're a hardcore player, that's something you're going to want to look into. I would say the bigger thing that you want to look at first, though, is members, right? If you're brand new to joining a clan, you want a clan around 20-ish members, and it's because of the next thing I'm going to show you. If you're not in a clan, by the way, when you click on the clan tab across the top here, it will have ways for you to request joining a clan. You can search for certain clans, which is probably going to be the easiest, fastest way to get you into a clan. And then later in the video, we'll talk about like, hey, how would you know if a clan's good or not, right? Stuff like that. So right off the bat, I would say look for a clan with at least like 20 members, hopefully in the language that you speak. But anyways, so the next thing you'll do, and maybe I need to show this off in a video. Maybe I should record this tomorrow morning. I probably won't remember tomorrow morning. Anyways, there'll be a button here that will say check in. That is how you earn your first star. Now, just from playing the game, you will do things that will earn you stats in the clan. You'll get these stars. Some of these things are super easy. If they're things that, like, for the 3 stars, right, play the game for 90 minutes. If you're the type of person that says, I do not have 90 minutes a day, it is very easy. It is not actual play time. It is just time that you are logged into the game. So if you're playing on PC, leave it on when you go to bed. If it's on your cell phone, where you're cooking dinner or talking to somebody, you know, have raid going, just turn off the sound for it. Very easy to hit that 90 minutes. Battle the clan boss 2 times. You will normally have 2 keys, even if you're only playing once a day. That should be easy. The 12 arena might be the hardest for you, but a lot of these are things that you want to be doing consistently anyways, which is something I like that clans kind of reinforce. Like, these are, to me, some of the bare bone basics of the game. You'll be doing them anyways, right? So, if you're not sure on what you need to do, it's this I button right here up at the top. As you complete stars, you and your clanmates, right, it will all contribute to this 1 bar. As this bar fills up, you will get a treasure chest, and this treasure chest can be things like energy, silver, gems. I've had rare tomes even be in there. You can have a bunch of different things in there. Those are kind of the biggest highlight ones. For the record, nothing is huge that comes out of this chest. This is just kind of a, hey, congratulations, you participated in your clan. You get a chest. Very recently, they have released out clan levels. So right now, the clan that I'm part of, Flawless Warriors, we are now at level 4, that you can see here up at the top. And what that is now they have these things called Clan Quest and Clan Shop. So we're going to first look at the Clan Shop. The Clan Shop is exactly what it sounds like. You get currency inside the clan here. So it is, they're not telling me the name of it. All right. They're not telling me the name of it, so we'll call it gold. You can spend this gold on items in the shop. So for me, big things of note is epic and legendary tomes. This seems like one of the more consistent ways to get these. Chickens are always good. They're not like wildly valuable, but they're good. Things like legendary shards can be very good. Understand though, it is 1 legendary shard, and then you'll have to, you know, get 100. I don't know how often Yannicka will show up, if that's a great idea or not. And then things like silver and some, you know, random smaller potions. Maybe these bigger potions might be worth it to you. Let's look at the gold that you can earn now. So there's 3 stages: basic, expert, and elite. When you are at a basic quest, so like get 10 rare champions, you have to come over here and click the get quest button. This was something I kind of messed up on, so you will not see my name, which is currently I Love Biotic, over in this list anywhere. Said I didn't know that you had to click on take the quest in order to take on that exact quest. I just thought that, you know, whoever did it in their clan gets the gold. So anyways, the big warning that is said right now is do not take on a quest unless you know you can do it. So right now, Krastios, he has this get 2 items from the bazaar. Let's say he had really bad 3v3 teams. We probably wouldn't want to set him up for this. This is a chance for you to work together with your clan. I'm not perfectly happy with it. That is not the point of the video. Maybe I'll do a review later on. I kind of want to see what else they do with it. And level 5 might change things a lot. Getting access to the elite quests. But as you can see, some of these are not too hard, right? Fill the turn meter of all allies 20 times in Classic Arena. A lot of teams do that anyway, so that was a very easy thing. Place a 20 decreased defense in Classic Arena. That's something you're going to do anyways. So yeah, when they say basic, a lot of this is stuff that you want to do. It's not a big deal. You also have a week to do it, so that's the other benefit to it, right? Expert. This is where things can get a little bit harder, but obviously they give you bigger rewards for doing harder things. So place 50 decreased speed debuffs on the boss in Fire Knight's castle. I really like this. It is stage 20 and above. What's really nice about this is that Fire Knight is actually one of the slowest bosses anyways. So I like that they did slow speed. I don't know if that was an intentional link between those two. I'm hoping it was. Win 200 dungeon or campaign battles using multi-battle. Again, that's something easier to do. So some of these are much easier than not. Some of them are more complicated. But so like for instance, my clan leader, she took on to craft 5 epic or higher artifacts in the forge. If you have the materials, that's super easy to complete, even at expert level, or survive 30 turns against the clan boss on brutal or higher difficulty. I could do that myself right now. I didn't know that you had to take a quest, so slightly grumpy, but again, let's see how the clan things play out. When you eventually get to elite, some of these things are definitely for your higher end players. I'm at a position where no, I don't really even want to do a lot of these. But hopefully some of the higher end players will be like, that sounds fun, and they'll want to do it, right? So a perfect example is clear the Fire Knight's castle with all rare champions from Dark Elves faction 10 times, and it has to be at least stage 20. I could do that one. That's one that is very much within my possibility. However, we're not there yet, so I can't take it on. That's fine. I'm excited to see what other challenges they come out with. This is first week, so some of these things seem really simple. Summon 20 rare champions from mystery shards. You know, you're roughly going to get 1 rare every 50 shards or so. So you're roughly looking at like around like 500 to 1,000 shards that you'd have to summon just out of mystery shards. That is not my cup of tea at all. So hopefully somebody else has the patience to do something like that. All right. So the next important thing about clans, right? So that's like, to me, that is just like a little bit of clans. The clan quests and clan shop is very, very new. So it's something that you can learn and talk to your clanmates about. They'll help you out along the way. A lot of clans are very friendly about helping out their members, right? The better the members know, the more knowledge they know, the more helpful that they are, the better the clan does. The better the clan does, eventually get up to these elite quests faster. The other bigger portion about clan is the clan boss. So if you go into the battle tab and then you go to clan boss, here you have an arrayment of clan bosses that you can fight. So my current clan, we are fighting the Nightmare clan boss. To fight a clan boss, you have to use a key. A key will regenerate once every 6 hours. So because I do not have 2 keys, mine's on a timer and it's already down 2.5 hours. Obviously more than that. Anyways, you will regenerate keys 1 every 6 hours. So that means in general, you get about 4 keys in a day. Yes, there's kind of ways that you can cheese it so you get 5 keys one day, but then you only have 3 keys the next day. That's fine. Some of the daily login rewards will also give you a clan boss key. What is the importance of a clan boss key? So we're going to drop down to easy for a moment. If we look at this chest, here we can see if we do so much damage in thousands to the boss, we can get certain drops. You have a chance to get 2 of the following rewards at random. So this is nice, and you have a chance to get ancient shards. And everybody at the beginning of the game will ask, how do I get ancient shards? Go fight clan boss is going to be my answer. How do I get books? Let's look at the best chest. In the best chest, there is a book. This is one of the easiest or most consistent ways. So I say easiest because you can do clan boss daily. I do understand that you have a 2 out of 15 chance of these things dropping. That's not fantastic. It's easy in regards that as you build this team, which is something you want to do anyways, some of the best rewards in the game do come from clan boss, and including something like some of these potions that you'll need to upgrade your Kale or your Elhain or maybe your War Maiden. You can get some free stuff here. You can get from some free silver every day from here. There's big reasons for you to do the clan boss. Clan boss also drops his own set of gear. Some of it will help your team regenerate. Some of it will help you gain attack and ignore armor. Or defense. Sorry, ignore defense. I keep calling it armor for some reason. Defense in this game. What's nice is the clan boss is this giant health sponge. So here you can see he has 19,020,000 some health. This means that certain champions have a huge distinct advantage. Clan boss also has no minions. So your wave clear champions are going to be worthless in this fight. However, champions that have things like poison, HP burn are going to be extraordinarily useful. Then things like lowering the attack of an enemy is going to be extremely useful. Increasing your entire party's defense, healing, resurrecting, these things all come into play very heavily in clan boss because the point of this fight is for you to just last. It's a long endurance match. So you'll fight the clan boss, and let's say you use one key, right? And you do, we're going to just be real simple with numbers, 600,000 damage, right? So one key would get you this novice chest. As we can see, the novice chest has some decent rewards, right? 3 of each potion, but it's obviously not what we want. We want the full rewards. Does this mean that we have to get to a point where our team can one key and get the best chest on easy? No, what's really nice is the damage stacks up. So I'm going to show off here in Nightmare. I did 2 keys earlier today. I'm currently I Love Biotic. And I have 53.888 2 keys, right? In order for me to get the best chest, the ultimate chest down here at the bottom, I have to do over 39,166,000 damage. Well, I did 53 million, so I'm good there. I'm doing about 23 to 25 on average million per key. And if somebody asked me, like, hey, where are you at right now in clan boss? I would say I 2 key Nightmare because I can do 2 keys pretty consistently to get the best chest on Nightmare. That would give anybody a very good idea. And if they ask what's my average, I would say, about 25. I got really lucky this morning. That was a great little pick-me-up for my self-esteem in this game. Why do I coach clan boss as such a good thing? So let's just look at the best chest, right? There's no need to look at like the worst chests in each of them. The rewards do slowly get better, and this went from like 5 to 15. Now it's 13 to 20. Those things do go up, but if we look at the best results, here just on normal, you still only get 2 of the following, but now instead of it just being the 15, it's out of 18, but you now have a chance for a blue book, a purple book, an ancient shard, a void shard. And a lot of people are always asking me, where do I get ancient and void shards? Gems can be very useful when you're first unlocking things at the beginning of the game. So you can get a lot of good stuff from here. And then if we bump up to hard would be kind of what I would encourage a lot of people to aim for right at the beginning, like working on your clan boss team. Once you can get up to hard, you're probably starting to have a good understanding of how the clan boss fight works. And here, this is where you're getting noticeable silver daily, right? You're getting decent potions, and none of these are the small potions, right? These are all mid-tier, medium potions, as I've been calling them. Very noticeable rewards that will let you pretty much pick whatever champion you want to make better. You can now ascend pretty much any champion you want to get better. You have a chance of getting ancient void shards, blue books, and purple books. I will say, though, it's that, you have a 3 in 19 chance now. The chances are not greatly in your favor, so be patient. I usually get 1 to 2 books a week right? Sometimes you get really lucky. I have it a day where, so I'm sorry. When you kill the clan boss, this is very important. When you kill the clan boss, so as people attack him, his health bar will go down. When you kill him, he gets infinite health. And as you can see here, it says 0 out of 652. Even if the clan boss is dead, it is still worth you attacking until you meet your damage requirement for that best chest. That is extremely important for you to accomplish. Make sure you hit the clan boss that your team is hitting. If you joined a clan, let's say they're all hitting Nightmare and your clan boss team is not good enough for Nightmare, hit the clan boss that you're meant to. If you can only hit easy, you're probably somehow in the wrong clan, or maybe they're just really, really relaxed and they'll help get you there, right? And that's the thing. As you get better gear, as you get better understanding of the game, that's when you'll want to switch things in and out. So, out of the starters, who is good for clan boss, right? Maybe you haven't downloaded the game yet. Maybe you're just like, well, I do have my starter. What about my starter? So, Kale is considered kind of the best starter because of his kit. He has a bunch of poisons in his kit, right? His A3 has a chance to 4 poison for 5%. If you get, either lucky or when you fully book him, it gets better. Make sure your accuracy is up though. And then on his A1, he also has a poison. These skills will help dramatically to getting you into a better position where you're doing more damage. Again, 5% of that 19 million health pool is like, he receives less damage from, HP reducing attacks, basically. But it still turns out to be like 40-some thousand damage. It's very impressive, and it's an easy way to stack up your numbers, right? So first off, we said focus on those poison damages. So Kale having 2 different poison skills makes him kind of one of the best starters for that reason. He's also very good at killing regular bosses as well. And then he's balanced because his A2 gives him a chance to just kill everything, and then whenever he kills an enemy, fills his turn meter back up, which puts him in a better position to attack again. For that reason is why I think Kale's probably the best starter. And then after him, I normally recommend Elhain because she's a lot easier to build out of all the starters. However, there is a runner-up that is decent for clan boss and is decent for killing, and it is not Elhain. It's actually in the Sacred Order. We're going to go down to Miss Aethel. So, Aethel's big shining thing, 2 things, I guess, is that she has an increased attack and increased defense steroid in her kit. This is good until you get better, but I do want to be very poignant in that it is extremely useful. Until you get better, this is extremely useful, that she's taking 30% less damage. Her defense goes up by 30%, and then her attack goes up as well. Both of these things are extremely useful. Next, though, is that on her A1, she has a 75% chance, which is ridiculously high, eventually a 100% chance, of placing a 25% weaken. A 25% weaken, for those of you who are not familiar with weaken debuffs in this game, weaken debuff causes the target to take... No, stop coming down here, Rockstar. Causes the target to take 25% more damage. It's a 100%, just you take more damage, and it is equivalent to 25% more damage. So it pairs really well with things like a defense down, right? And the fact that if you fully book her, this chance goes up to 100% chance to happen does make Aethel very, very valuable as a starter. For that reason, she's kind of the runner-up for me of who's good at killing bosses. She's not bad at all. I do want to say that. She's not, like, terrible, or she's not my least favorite. For me, it's more so, like aesthetically, she's not my thing. It's just the fact that this skill, specifically, has to be when this champion's current HP is less than 50%. Means I really dislike this skill. That's a little too situational, and she doesn't have enough bulk to... She has decent bulk, by the way, but she doesn't have enough bulk that it's very dependable that she's going to live through things. But that weaken will be useful for a long time when you're playing through the game, right? With that being said, Gallic is kind of just the worst. We're not going to focus on him for this video. His place is not in Clan Boss. Definitely not in Clan Boss. Now, who would be some other champions, right? I just want to give you some ideas, or maybe if you have these champions, it'll be something for you to be like, oh, I didn't realize this champion was so good at something like this. Coffin Smasher is somebody who is amazing for Clan Boss. So he has a passive that reduces the damage from AoE attacks, and he's rare, so it's pretty easy to get somebody like this. He also has a 50% decrease attack. This can greatly help your team survive a much longer amount in Clan Boss. And Clan Boss's gimmick is that every turn he does more damage. So by keeping his damage value low, right, but 50% weakened, he's never going to really one-shot until he gets up to much higher waves. Next, you have an HP burn. The HP burn is extremely useful. Right now, there is the Ninja event going on, which basically means for the next 2 months, as long as you play the game for about 7 days, for 7 days, you will get Ninja, and Ninja is quite amazing as a single target killer. We don't really need to review him in this video. I also want to make sure that this video lasts for longer than just Ninja. But yeah, Coffin Smasher is great because he also has an HP burn. So if you want to bring him alongside of Kale, this is a way for you to get those poisons and an HP burn. You can only have 1 HP burn on a target, but you can have as many poisons as you can land. So any champion that causes a bunch of poisons becomes a contender as a good rare for killing off certain targets. So a perfect example of this is Frozen Banshee. Frozen Banshee is currently one of the best rares for dealing with Clan Boss. She has a poison sensitivity. This means your poisons do 25% more damage. And if you land this poison sensitivity, her A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has an 80% chance of placing a 5% poison for 2 turns if the target's under a poison sensitivity. If you get her accuracy high enough, you'll be landing that poison sensitivity. That poison sensitivity helps all your other champions. So very nice combo there. And then to add insult to injury, she can fill the turn meter of all their allies by 2% for each debuff on the target. Targets can have up to 10 debuffs at one time. So if you had like 9 poisons and 1 poison sensitivity, she would fill everybody's turn meter up by 20%, which is actually very noticeable. So it's one of the other reasons that she's really good for Clan Boss. And then she even has an accuracy aura, so that if you need some help reaching the accuracy values for Clan Boss, she will help. We'll kind of leave it off there, right? It's something for you to think about. This is where some of your single target characters become a lot more valuable than your AoE nukers. And in the game, most of the time the AoE nuker is going to be of note. You're going to pay a little bit more attention to them instead of certain characters that might have a place in the game that you're just not aware of. I was looking for a certain character named Whisper, and I can't remember what faction she's part of. Oh, you know what? She's an epic champion. That's why I couldn't find her. But Whisper has all single target skills. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, attacks 1 enemy, and attacks 1 enemy. However, she has a bunch of benefits that set her up very well for killing off one gigantic health sponge of a creature. So Whisper is also somebody that you might eventually think, okay, if I need a boss killer, maybe I need somebody like Whisper. It just depends. Now, there's no way to get very select champions. This game is very much, this is what you are given, and now make the best out of it. So if you don't have some of these champions that we've named or that we've looked at, look at your champions, right? And see what poisoners you have, what attack downs you have. You might even have to drop down to uncommons. 2 very important uncommons that do get used very consistently on Clan Boss for starter players before Ninja came out was Outlaw Monk and Armiger. Now Armiger we'll review first because he's worth taking to 6-star A lot of people still use him in the end game because his kit is just very unique. Here we have attacks one enemy. Enemies killed by the skill cannot be revived. However, the damage is based on enemy maximum HP. So when you're fighting things like Clan Boss, even on easy, this will do about 45,000 damage. So if you get things like his crit rate up and his crit damage up, this is a way to cause more damage. Because you're in the early game, focus on the crit rate first. Don't worry about the crit damage. Just try to get it so Armiger is consistently critting or has enough defense that he lives long enough and that he's adding a little bit more damage to the mix. His A1 then attacks one enemy, increases the turn meter by 30%, so the target that he's hitting, if this attack is critical. It doesn't work on Clan Boss, but do know that if you build him up and you build up that crit rate, you can easily land this on certain enemies like War Maiden, who he does really well into, because you'll build up his defense and then he'll slow her down, or he'll stop her from taking a turn as much whenever he attacks her. The next person that we would always heavily recommend was Outlaw Monk, right? Places 2 5% poison debuffs on the target for 2 turns. It's kind of a guarantee. I wish they would re-annotate this and say 100% chance to place 2 5 poisons on. And the reason that they don't do that is because it would be slightly confusing for new players. But understand the reason that we say it is 100% chance of happening is because your accuracy does play a part in this, and their resistance plays a part. Clan Boss has around 170 resist when you get up to Nightmare. So a good number, not right away, but when you're first working on accuracy, right, is aim for around 70 accuracy. And then speed you would want up around, like, I think it's 130. I forget exactly what the numbers are. But as you work on your speed, your accuracy should, well, actually, those numbers didn't make any sense. But if your speed was 130, we'd want your accuracy to be around 130 for fighting Clan Boss specifically. When you get up to Nightmare, it's about 170. So if you're somebody who's like, okay, I need to know my immediate goal, try to just get around 100 accuracy. That will feel good. And then any additional speed you can get will help out a lot. Defense, we try to encourage most players to get closer to the 3,000 defense, which is for Nightmare. But when you're starting off, any defense you can get, any extra defense from the chest plate that you can get, that will help out your longevity when fighting Clan Boss for a while. You will need some type of healer or reviver. You will get one eventually. If you do not have a healer or reviver, it is fine. Still hit Clan Boss. Take as many poisoners as you can. And one of the reasons that these two, Outlaw Monk and Armiger, were so heavily encouraged is that very often you could actually find them here in the marketplace. So here I have Sister Militant. She was, before Ninja, was a champion that a lot of players would build because her A1 attacks all enemies. So as you would get extra copies of her, you would take the original, go into your tavern. I can show this off real quick and then we'll end the video. You go into your tavern. I'm going to show it off with Diabolist here because it's a lot faster for me. But so we're in our tavern, click your champion. So in this case, it would be your Armiger, right? Upgrade skills. And here you can see you can use other copies of your Diabolist to be skill books to upgrade your champion. This was a very easy way to get Armiger up or your Outlaw Monk so that they're consistently landing their poisons or their big damage skill. And it was basically free, so you didn't have to use up a blue book. Otherwise, you would have to use a blue book up on certain champions like Kale or Coffin Smasher or Bulwark as a defensive champion. That is really, really amazing going into the Clan Boss, right? So you load up the Clan Boss with a bunch of debuffs, and then when Bulwark gets struck, and almost all bosses have a big old AoE attack that hits everything, Bulwark would cause the duration of all those debuffs to extend for 1 turn. It was incredibly useful. And then he has a weaken and an HP burn. So he was somebody who was really good into Clan Boss when you get him early, right? As you get higher up, eventually he gets outclassed by other things or by things that are more reliable. So then you have to worry about, well, how good is he versus the reliability of him landing this 30%. There's certain ways to manipulate it. not the point of this video. I hope this was very helpful for you guys. There's a lot of like goofy things you can do as well. We won't go into those, but please understand that there's certain champions that will have a very, very big impact in your clan boss. So 2 that I'm going to name for people to pay very heavy attention to as epics, because they might not look good at first, but when you think about them in the terms of clan boss, they're stupidly amazing. So you have champions like Man-Eater. He can actually make everybody on your team unkillable for 2 turns. Unkillable means your character can still go down to 1 HP, but they just can't be killed. So that's a very, very useful skill. And then the other ogre is a cult brawler. He will constantly be poisoning the clan boss almost every single turn. And I've had friends who've told me, well, I looked at him and he didn't look amazing, so I ended up feeding him off, or, you know, sacrificing him for a reason. Those are just 2 champions that could be very amazing. Skull Crusher adds a counterattack to everybody except himself. Things like this are a great way for you to add damage, and these are just like the ogres that you can think of in that vacuum of a 5v1 on clan boss, but are extremely, extremely valuable. Guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. But until that next time, ta-ta.